Hey, VC here. I want to talk about traveling tips. I am going to Vermont, probably as this video's up. I'm racing in the snow in Vermont, crazy. I'm doing the Belgian waffle ride, Dirty Kanza, right? I'm always traveling for races. So I want to share with you some quick tips as, possibly a traveling cyclist, right? So let's talk about it. So I'm gonna break this into like flying, packing, and then maybe when you arrive or what to do when you get to a new place. Okay, so if you're flying, you have maybe 4 options that I'm aware of. One is to rent a bike wherever you're going. Okay, so you're not taking your bike with you at all. You just throw pedals and some shoes in a bag and you're gonna get the bike there, right? And there are bike shops that rent out bikes, but sometimes they're kind of expensive per day to rent and they're really not that great of a bike. But it is just way easier to not even think about the bike with you at all. It's like, I'm just gonna get one there and I'm gonna leave it there. That is probably the easiest thing to do. If you're gonna be there for a really long time, maybe use bike flights. You can break down your bike and actually ship your bike to the location you're gonna go. So this is like, if you have a house, you wouldn't ship it to a hotel, right? But if you're gonna stay there for a longer period of time, maybe shipping your bike through bike flights would be the best way to go. It's really cheap, it's inexpensive. You do have to be without your bike for a little while though, because you gotta ship it a couple days in advance, and then, just depending on your travel time, you might be without your bike for a couple days. So that's kind of the downside. What I do is use the Scicon soft bag because I'm not a mechanic. Bro, I have no clue what I'm doing with a bike. And so the Scicon bag is so amazing. It's a soft shell, but all you really do is take your wheels off and I sort of adjust the derailleur. And that's it, dude. It just like slots in, your wheels go. You can have that bike loaded and ready to go 5-10 minutes. So for me personally, I just really like that case because it's so easy to break my bike down. And if I have to completely break my bike apart, handlebars, seat post, everything, just pull it apart, man, I don't know, dude, I might not be able to put it back together. But sometimes it costs you a lot of money to fly the freaking thing. I have been hit with $175 fees, $150, $175 fee one way to fly that bike. Doesn't happen all the time though, which is really strange. Sometimes they're just like, cool, 35 bucks. Other times they bring out the measuring tape and they're like, no sir, you're paying us a fortune. Now there is another one. I don't have this case. Phil Guyman, I think, represents it. My buddy Chaz, he's on my team. He has it, which is the Ninja case, the oracase, I believe. But essentially you can break your bike down enough and fit it in this case in which that no airlines should charge you extra. Like it's $35, depending on your airline. Should be around 35 bucks to fly this bike, which is a huge saver, but you really got to break down your bike into this little tiny case. So there's like kind of your 4 options to fly your bike. Okay, so let's talk about packing, right? I have 2 bags that I've been using a lot. I have the BLS big bag, and then they just came out with this new backpack, which I sort of use as like a race grab and go. This is everything that I have in there, and obviously you might put different things in, but bro, look at this. Here's the bag just by itself. Everything in this, starting from bottom left, I have 5 pairs of socks, a pair of shoes, some wipies, lube, heart rate, base layer, 3 jerseys. I have 2 bibs. I have my casual wear, so a pair of shorts, 2 t-shirts, some underwear. I have food. I have 2 vests, a core warmer, leg warmers, arm warmers, a helmet, headphones, gloves, 2 tires, some charging cables, a multi-tool, and a portable charger. That's a lot of stuff that I was able to fit into that little bag. I freaking love this bag, dude. And there's all these different compartments in it, so it's like I kind of know what's there. I just always kind of have everything in that bag. But they also came out with this backpack, right? And so for the backpack, what I use it for is my grab and go race bag. The only thing I put in this bag is race essentials. If I have this bag, I'm ready to race. I don't even have to think about it at all. So here's this bag. What do I have in my race bag? I have 2 skin suits, a long sleeve skin suit and a short sleeve skin suit, my race helmet, velo toes, sunglasses, 2 bottles, 2 beta fuels, 2 gels, a little memory card, again some more food, SIS, some split, some Cliff Blocks, 2 socks, and my race shoes. It's a small bag. You can see it. But the amount of stuff that I'm able to fit in there, I just grab it and go. I know I'm gonna race. Boom, I got it. I have used this in the past to just like ride to an event where I'm just in my casual clothes. Maybe I'm staying close to the event. I ride there. I've got all my race stuff here. I've used this quite a bit. I use this at Sea Otter. I've used it at the Phil Guyman Hill Climb. Big fan of it. And BLS is gonna give one away. It's their thing. It's like they have a competition or a giveaway deal going on. So there's in the link in the description, you can do their giveaway or whatever. But follow the link, get yourself signed up for a giveaway on one of these backpacks, dude. I guess the last thing I want to talk about is when you get to the actual place that you're going to be riding. If it's a new place, right? Just straight off the bat, you should have probably already done some research on Strava. Get on Strava, see where you're staying. You can actually do like a live segment view. And so you can look and see, hey, here's where I'm staying and I can see this big segment. You know, and usually if there's like a KOM or a segment, it's a part of some route. And you can also then see, hey, this many people have done this segment, so it's like popular. You can sort of, for the most part, find, you know, what you're doing. And then if you have a Garmin or like I have a Wahoo, I'm able to sort of map out something on Strava and then download that map to my Wahoo, so I just have it so it has turn-by-turn directions so I don't get lost and I'm able to kind of explore. Personally, like I just really like not doing any of that though. I just love getting on the bike and just riding in some direction and I have no clue where I'm going. It's sort of this like wanderlust. I really like that. And then with the Wahoo, I can say, hey, retrace my steps back home, and then it just takes me back home. So at least I'm not gonna die. But if you're a bit more of a baller and you want someone to completely show you the route and take you around, show you the restaurants and the food and get, you know, ride like a local, Veloguide is a company I've worked with a little bit in the past, and you could just hire a Veloguide there at the spot, and then it's gonna be someone who lives there. And I just did a Veloguide in Big Bear, and bro, the guy we had was so, dude, he's the most interesting man I've ever met. It really showed me, just because we got to go on a ride that we would probably not have been able to find, or it wouldn't have been the same thing, man. It was just, there was so much value into our guide, Derek, at Big Bear. So, I mean, that's something you could do, man. You could book a Veloguide so that you have someone to take you around and show you the location when you get there. Also, another little tip is what I do is go to bikereg.com and I search by the location I'll be at, and I'll look at if there's any events in that area. Family, someone's getting married in Maine. And so then I went on and I was like, okay, well, if we're going all the way to Maine, I want to race my bike. So then I type in Maine, and it's like, we're staying in some weird town, Farmingville, Maine. And there's like a mountain bike race that weekend. Like, it works out so well. So I'm like, yes, let's go to Maine. You know what I mean? It was so that's a good way to do it too. If you're looking to participate in a big event, use bikereg.com or usacycling.org as well. Anyway, those are some quick tips for traveling as a cyclist. Again, BLS, check out their giveaway. See if you can get yourself a bag. You know what I mean? Dude, the bags from BLS, I'm a huge fan of them. Huge fan of the Scicon bag as well. That's what I currently use. Veloguide is a great service too that you can use. But I mean, do what you want, man. You're a grown adult. Safe travels if you're traveling. And if you travel here to Bass Lake, hit me up. I'd love to show you out around this area. I'd love to escort you through Yosemite, especially if it's your first time. No joke, hit me up if you're in Bass Lake or Yosemite. I'll do everything I can to connect with you and show you some awesome rides. And as always, Vegan Cyclist. Yeah!